To access the client information page, there is a shortcut on the screen from any module which takes the individual directly to the client information page. There is also a link within the individual client pane on the navigation bar. The left side of the screen is related to the patient demographics. If the service is linked to a hospital system, then it is possible to lock the demographics so they cannot be edited on the AuditBase screen. Adding a client to AuditBase can be done from this screen by using the New button. It is advisable to search for the patient in the first instance to ensure that a duplicate patient is not created. If the database is linked to another hospital system, then it is possible to enter the CAI or NHS number onto AuditBase and the database will search for the corresponding patient. If this is not the case, then the individual must manually enter all of the patient demographics within the screen. If your site is using the Locations and Departments function within the database, then it is preferable that the patient's preferred location be added into the client information page at this point. This can be edited should the patient move, or should it not be necessary for the department to identify the client's preferred location. To add a GP to a patient, then the small button should be selected and the list of GPs within the database will appear. Select the correct one for the patient and it will input the information into the client information page. It is possible to add the professional contacts to the right-hand side of the screen under the tab Contacts. The information here allows identification of other professionals involved with the patient and ensures that the information is shared appropriately. When adding a relative to the contact page, it is possible to mark them as a CC to any letters which may be sent out to the patient. This prints a second copy for the clinic to send to the relatives. If a label is required with the relative information, then the address can be copied and pasted into a label on the information page. The Details tab is where the alerts and parameters for the patient are held, as demonstrated. Adding an ethnic category to the Details tab is possible here, and the list which is demonstrated can be added to by the site to ensure that the population which the service attends to is properly shown. In this tab, it is also possible to add in the need for an interpreter here. The languages which are available in the drop-down list are added by the system administrator. If your site is using version 5.4 or higher, then there will be a new tab called Lists Photo. This tab is discussed in the Client Lists module training video, which is also available. The Devices tab, which is a part of all versions of the database, will show the ear modes which have been taken for a patient, as well as any stock which may have been issued through the stock module. This training video should have provided a short overview of some of the functionality within the client information page. A further video will demonstrate the functions not shown here.